You know, I'm not a big conspiracy theorist, but
I'm driving through the backwoods way through Texarkana, Texas, and I came across this out here in the middle of nowhere. Now, what do you suppose all these are doing parked inside this barbed wire fence out here in the woods?
things that make you go,
This is Jeremiah 36. Ask ye now, and see whether a man do a travail with child. It's a question to ask. Do a man travail with child? No, they don't. But hey, it's gonna be having some men out there travailing, and that's gonna be this Helm gonna be scaring the shit out of y'all. Gonna have you in pain and agony. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins? Okay, that's around your midsection. Okay, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Okay, that means you're gonna be scared shitless. You're gonna be out of there. Okay, because you don't have nobody to cover you. Okay, mainly you didn't have your Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai's covering. You can have those other idols, those coverings, but they're not gonna help you in those days. Okay, or in this day coming up, it didn't help those people who got killed last week. 12 people got put to death, and it's still some unaccounted for. Okay. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Okay? He shall be saved out of it. The elect shall be saved, not all of us. The elect. Okay? See that? Shall be saved out of it. On your elect gonna be saved from when this white man comes in. These Roman centurions of today, which is America. Because America is the same way like it was when Yahweh Shah spoke of the abomination of desolation. They coming in that same spirit. Because America take on the same customs as the ancient Rome was. And we know that by the infrastructure. You can tell by the way this political system set up. Back then, during the time of the Romans, you had the plebeians and the patricians, and they set a Caesar up with that, which that would be a modern day president by the Senate. And we do the same thing today. You have the Roman and the Republic, and they set it up by the Senate according to the people's vote, a two-party system. That's the same way they had it back then. For you to become a doctor, you got to learn Latin. That comes from Rome. In law, you got to learn the law in Latin to prevail. The same way the military structure is. They spread it all over the world, just the way ancient Rome was. What else? A lot of the land mass of America is named after Latin. The sun, moon, and stars, the planets, the constellation, all that named in Latin after Romans. Same thing. Matter of fact, I'll give the scripture pertaining to that. It's going to be Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and it had two horns like a dragon, like a salaki. Let me read that over. Revelations 13 and 11. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and it had two horns like a lamb, and it spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, and caused the earth. See, I'm gonna stop right there. Dealing with that beast. That beast is the same beast that's written in Daniel the 7th chapter, from 7 and 1 on down. We had four beasts. You had the Babylonians, you had the Greeks, the Babylonians, the Greeks, the Romans, and then you had the hold on, let me make sure I'm getting this right. Let me get Daniel the 7th chapter. I don't want to mess up and be giving out the wrong information to the Akim out sure. Same thing. Which I should be knowing this. So like I can make sure. It's like I take that back. Let me go back and see the beast that was Daniel. We had the Babylonians, the Medo-Persian, the Greek, and then the Roman. Okay, that's right. It's the Babylonians, Medo-Persian, the Greeks, and then the Romans. And that's what's that last beast that this is a let me read it again. Revelation 13:11. I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all the power of the first beast before him, okay? And caused the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. Okay, that's talking about the Romans. Romans was wounded in 193 AD by Septimius Severus, and it was fully taken down during the time of the Diocletian. That would be your Diocletian Empire. That was taken down. That was like your 300 AD. That would be down. You're doing your Byzantine rulership, but fully taken down, and then it was ruled over for 1,000 years during the Dark Ages. Okay. And it said it came back into power during the 1400s, during the Renaissance era. That's when your Roman Empire was revived, but it was changed into different nationalities. Then you had your British, your Irish, your French, you had all those different Spain, Portugal, mainly all those powers that came and took down the Judites from West Africa. They extradited us back and forth throughout the United States of America, Europe, the islands, Central and South America. Okay, moving right along. Okay, 13 verse. And he do a great wonder so that he make a fire come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. That's talking about today's Roman Empire, the revived part of it. When the wound was healed, it came back to life. It's been back into life ever since then, and it made miracles by fire happen by the atomic bomb that was dropped during the time of World War II. Okay, the 14th verse. He deceiveth them that dwell on earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Okay, America did that in the sight of his NATO. Or during that time, I think it was called the League of Nations. I think. No, it was League of Nations after World War One. I think it was after World War II. The League of Nations came about and they transferred it to NATO. Okay, and America did that. It dropped in front of the beast, which would be the NATO power structure. It dropped the bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. Okay, which he had power to do so in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast shall both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's happening right now. If you don't do what the white man says, he comes in like a flood and he destroy and take your resources. You can see that with Libya, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, not Saudi Arabia, but Iraq. He's trying to get our Iran and Syria trying to get those resources out of that land. He's doing it right now. If you don't do what the white man says, then he comes in and put you on the face of terrorism and destroy you. Right now, locally, he's trying to put the black man as the face of terrorists and destroy us. He wants to kill us and don't want us to say anything about it. If we do rebel against the way his actions, then he call us militants, and then he's gonna come in with the Jade Helm. That's what this all was set up for, was to eradicate you black people, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Okay, moving right along. Ezekiel